Powerful conversation. This is what's called like this is what they call one of those when the masterminds get together. You understand? It creates one of those
Paisley, chick going crazy, dropping your knees, your bitches they praise me. Dirty to dance and patches of Swayze, drummers like Sway Lee. Bitch, I'm the baby. Head of the babies in trunk of Mercedes. Tell me who started the wave. Masters of science to art you a slave, to part in your grave. Open the seasons, open the Caesars. Quarter the gallon of water we selling. Spitting out seeds, the water the melons. Sort of the felons, going to sleep. Making the money, we order the selling. Order the culture, more to the melons. Play fair. 10K for the throne like Wayfair. Hyperdimensional warfarers. My sniper was Sentinel forebearers. Foursquare and then Fortnite. Cut of the grass, find lost vipers. Lost on Rikers. Stuck in the Uzi and lining like court diapers. Lost ciphers. Divorcing and fight for. The start of the fiscal. The dark of the crystals. Bullet with amethyst, dark of the pistols. Start up the shit show. Start it, niggas, start it. Yeah.
Peace, love and light. Peace, love and light. This is Brother Blue, put live and direct to you on behalf of KTL Media. Welcome back to Know the Ledge TV. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, indeed, this is your host, Brother Blue, joined by my co-host,
Brother Red Pill in the building, reporting live and direct.
and our esteemed guests for the evening.
We have our good brother Jefferson over here.
Athletics.
Yes, sir.
Athletics in the building. And then we got the young god,
Absolutely.
Bashir Guru in the building.
Bashir.
Guru
Hey,
shit, talk
man.
black.
Snap.
Man.
Peace and blessings.
Yeah.
Some of
Not
the
only
mighty
get a
universe.
drummer some, give the guitar. God dang.
Yeah,
Give him
yeah,
some.
yeah.
Got Bashir in the strings, baby.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Ladies,
acoustic.
got Bashir in the strings.
Acoustic,
Love.
acoustic
Yes, sir.
shit.
Yeah, cool. We got
Love.
acoustic shit over
Acoustic shear over
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Unplugged shit.
KTL Unplugged. Yeah.
We're doing the jeans today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's right. So for the family who may not be aware or may not have heard, Know the Ledge Radio is back. KTL Podcast is
Yes.
the new designation. I want you to tell a friend to tell a friend. Spread it like a rumor. Let it travel like Umar. We here, man. You know what I mean? We've here, KTL and the ATL. It's been a while. This is a watershed moment. This is our 10-year anniversary, standing on a globally recognized brand.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? A very powerful brand, KTL, short for Know the Ledge. And it's only right, we were thinking about bringing this back in 21, but it's only right that in 2020 we bring
Right.
back Know the Ledge with a bang.
You already.
Wow.
Right? Because they say it's not how you start the race, it's
It's
how you finish it.
it.
So this is
Right.
the countdown. This is the fourth quarter. This is a few days before the conjunction, baby.
Yeah. Let's
Right.
talk about it.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to
bring it in with a big bang. You know what I'm
big
saying?
bang. That's
Yeah.
right.
bang.
Bring it in
Big
with a
bang.
big bang.
You know what I'm saying?
Popping
So
bottles.
right. So we wanna celebrate not only life, we want to celebrate the now. We want to be presently present in the now. We
Absolutely.
want to pay homage to all of the great things that the great divine has provided for us through the signs through this calendar year of 2020. We want to pay homage to the brothers and sisters that are not with us in their physical essence in
Yeah.
2020.
We
Always.
want to acknowledge the universe for conspiring for our success.
That's right.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? And we want to be intentional in our acknowledgement that from my purview, things went perfect.
Perfect. Right.
Volume is a little low. Let's go up on the volume.
I
That's
want-
what they're saying. The mics are extremely low, they saying. Thank you in the chat. Let's work on these mics. Mic check, one,
Mic
two.
Yes,
check.
sir. Oh yeah.
Check,
good.
check.
Tap
Mic
in, tap in,
check.
tap in.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, turn up on the mic. Mic
Turn up, turn
check.
up.
Oh, yeah.
What's the feedback?
Yeah, talk black to me. What we
That
sounding
better?
on these mics?
How we good? All right. Well, I want to thank Almighty God Allah for guiding me this year on this
All
path.
praises.
You understand? I want to thank We good?
We good. We good.
Okay,
We
yeah,
get
I just
you.
want to thank my God. You know what I'm saying? My black God.
Hit him with a
Tap
string when you
me.
say the black guy.
Tap,
Yeah, he's
tap
yeah,
me in.
yeah.
You know what
Strum
I'm
that
saying?
in.
I want to thank my black creator. Matter of fact, I don't even want to use the word God. I want to thank the creator.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Tap in.
No doubt. And I want to say, you know,
Acapella.
you was gonna say something. We are all archetypes, right? And in this world of social media, you know, even though we might not try to be, we are categorized as archetypes, right?
Right.
Like Blue is an archetype
Right.
for brothers that are plant-based, that might work out, that have businesses, that are spiritual. I'm just saying, they
Right.
got bars.
You a
right?
Hotep nigga?
Right.
Huh?
Are you a Hotepper? Is that your
Yeah, my archetype is Hotep niggas from
niggas.
from Canada. No, I'm just saying.
Right.
So
21.
Bashir, 21. Bashir
What's
to
my
me is
archetype?
an architect for the young gods
Absolutely.
who,
Archetype, right.
in the year of 2020, you know, have blossomed and have, you know, grown in front of the camera, and in
Matured,
front of
right.
the people, and matured. Right?
Matured.
And have
The
truly
unenveloped, you know, the unveiling,
unveiling, the unfurling,
unfurling,
the unraveling
There's a
or
lot of-
unwrapping, because you can't fake that, right? In this journey that we're on, you can't necessarily fake that. You know, women could go to the DR and get a new body, and we like, damn, shorty, you going for a week, Eric. Look at those look at those damn toe curls did for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's something serious out there.
That's
huh?
some serious push-ups. Like, you got rid of your whole rib. Like, damn, before we knew what was going on, we was falling for the
Yeah,
okie
we
doke.
thought the water in DR was different.
Hey, hit him with the
Yeah.
On the guitar.
You know what I'm saying?
guitar on that one.
Like, oh, you went to Colombia?
Right.
Oh, you went to Pablo Escobar's,
We
man?
already know the face.
You came back with a whole new
Bogota.
body. Yeah, like
He's
how the
body.
sister was
Right.
doing the interview. He was like, yo, what how do you rate yourself? She was like, I'm a 5. Like, Shorty's actually was like, honest, I'm a 5 to a 8, 9. But when it comes to the spiritual development, it's different. You can't surgically enhance that.
No, you can't fake it.
Like, a nigga can't get his eyebrows permanently arched and whatnot to
No.
make it look like he's in deep thought. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. You can't fake spirit.
You can't fake it. There's no lipo on spirit.
No.
So, when our brothers begin to blossom,
Right.
and our sisters begin to blossom like the roses and the flowers that they are, or the butterflies that they are, because truth be told, quarantining a person, meaning making them stay in one place, and then having and then implementing social distancing, to whereas they're not allowed, they got to keep 4 feet
Right.
from a person.
They
They're not allowed
right.
to be, you know,
You
underneath.
forcing a
Right.
person to be with themselves.
Right.
Forcing a person to be with themselves. The
Right?
great
To
father,
do the shadow
Saturn.
work. Right? The necessary shadow work that this year spoke of, would people have done it voluntarily?
Right.
Right?
Never.
So Sagittarius, no. Saturn comes as the taskmaster, as restriction, as time, and people had to spend time with themselves in a restricted manner, right? To
Right.
establish some level of self-discipline. We seen it go one of two ways, right? Some people became more sedentary and less disciplined, put on quarantine pounds, right? In January, niggas had mad plans for their beach body and their summer body 2020. I seen it all on my timeline,
Right.
Fact.
right?
Right.
So it's like, you know,
Cupcakes.
yeah, keep that same energy. You feel me? You got locked in the crib, shit. That's even more time to do push-ups. But people did less. Some people, you know what I'm saying, and they succumb to sedation.
Fact.
You feel me? And other
There's a-
people stepped to the plate and transformed and went against the grain
Right.
and doubled up.
Yo, there's a baby boom, they said, this year of 2020.
They said that it's
Of
not
course.
the baby boom that they expected. They said that it's a egg boom. Freezing of eggs went up 200%.
Right.
Right? Because women are not secure. The security factor is not in
Up in
place
the air.
for them to have mad just be spitting out mad babies. A lot of people was quarantined by themselves.
Right.
This was the first time, you feel me? The niggas got caught with the musical chairs and they have a bed. Niggas ain't had a quarantine bed.
They can't just
They
have a
quarantine cuddle
bed.
game. Yeah,
Right.
it wasn't
Run
strong.
from it.
So
Run from it.
women, that were in that position of individualism, you know what I'm saying? And they like, I got a house, I got a check, I got this, I got that, but I don't got the sperm in my life yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me freeze these eggs just in case, because this
Fact.
biological clock is ticking. I don't know how shit gonna go. Niggas might hit me with the COVID and I become Toxic Avenger tomorrow. So
Right.
And I think this year has allowed us to see that, we all are we not as independent as we believe that we are.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Definitely.
It shattered that whole
Like it
independent
shattered that
woman
whole
theory and
that whole
independence
independent
and-
woman, that whole like independent
Yeah.
man shit. You understand? It's like
we need one another.
we realizing like we need each other. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we need each other even more than ever because we need each other spiritually.
Right,
And
but what aspect of in a society can we identify it in that it brought people more together, as opposed to polarize and push them apart?
The aspect.
Hold on, I asked him.
Yeah.
the aspect of it in which it told us that we need to come together.
Yeah, how can we identify in society that this situation pushed people closer together? Like, what can we look at and be like, oh, I see how that worked, as opposed to repelling them or pushing them apart?
Well, one of the things I noticed that society this year has gravitated towards to a lot more was meditation. You know what I'm saying?
Crystals, meditation,
Crystals, all that,
spirituality,
like the whole entire
moss.
nine. It's like when you ask somebody, if you ask somebody this question, right? If you say, are you disciplined? The opposite of discipline means savage. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody says, if somebody answers like, no, I'm not disciplined, then you ask somebody, really, are you a savage? You know what I'm saying?
Are you in control of your
Exactly.
desires?
Are you in
and
control of your desires,
your
your
fight- yeah,
emotions,
yeah.
your ability to manifest itself? All of that, all those things come into if you are disciplined or if you are savage. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I believe that this year has shown us that when you are of the world, you're not necessarily manifesting. Because you're not really manifesting anything. You're just using the energy of the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people, because they have to sit at home and they can't be all like flashy for Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to use that energy no more, siphon off that energy. They realize they got to be more disciplined. They realize I got to meditate more. They realize I got to actually be more spiritual. Because these are the things that I see that keeping the people that's actually like using that, they floating. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They like, hold on. For some reason, the motherfucker that's been meditating, doing all the talking about all the peaceful talk and the righteous talk, for some reason they don't seem too affected.
Yeah, they not stressed.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't stressing. Why ain't they stressing? You know what I'm saying?
What they got going on over there?
Exactly. And so they come over here and we've been saying like, look, we eating right, we eating good, we healthy, we on our CMOS game. You
Right.
understand? Big Dr. Sebi around here. You know what I'm saying? Big righteous game around here. Big meditating over here. This is why we thriving. And
Big solar gazing.
and look, and we respect the understanding of the masculine and the feminine energy around here.
Facts.
You understand?
Yeah.
And so I
Facts.
think that once everybody started seeing that, seeing how there is certain people who's thriving, it's because they're in alignment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what this world, I mean, not this world, but this year has taught us, is that we got to get into alignment. That's like my, dissertation.
And our people, we live vicariously through each other, especially with the advent of social media. They allow, what I consider to be the new leaders, which are the thought leaders, to say that we don't have leaders is to be somewhat erroneous and discredit the impact and the overall, influence of what I call thought leaders. Now, thought leaders and influencers, of course, may be mistaken to be the same person, but that's not the case, because I believe thought leaders influence the influencers. You know,
Every time.
the thought leaders, they can't be thought leaders. There's always a source that's feeding the other people who are leading and teaching and influencing others. But it's coming from just a few, you know. And prior to the social media or this era that we're in right now, I using a few examples. You had Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know, his thoughts were in a book, his formula, you know, that 4 bracket that he had and whatnot, that 4-tiered bracket. Some of his formulas and his thoughts were kind of like, you know, on the forefront of people who were into financial literacy and freedom. Fast forward to now, there's unlearn, relearn. There's all of these newer thought leaders that have disrupted.
Right.
And they're like, yo, nah, this is what we on.
Right. We got
Like, we
some
rocking
higher
gold.
shit.
What you
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about? Yeah, like we our children got guns. You wasn't saying that. You ain't on that. Like, it's
Right.
bigger than just the little stacking money. But now we stacked money. What do we do with money we stacked? Because the age that we came out of, that certain other thought leaders were prominent, and the new thought leaders are the doers.
Exactly.
You know, we came from thought leaders that were the thinkers. And people try to ridicule or they get mad because that age wasn't producing the doers. And I'm like, no, there's a process that is taking place. You got to have the thinkers, the knowers, and the doers. So everything can't happen at once. We had to have a period where all of us were just thinking of shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And we were just knowing certain things. But now there's the doers. And in places like Instagram, right, where it's about doing. You know, even though it elevated from the pictures when it went into video and whatnot, it's what you're doing. You know, if you're not doing nothing, you can't show me anything.
Absolutely.
Right. And Atlanta kind of embodies, you know, that spirit. To me, you know, I've always said this is the land of doers.
This
you know,
is
you
the
come
land of
out
doers,
here,
yes.
people are actually getting to it. They're getting to the bag. They're getting things done. It's not just ideas.
Right.
You feel me? It's not just philosophy. It's tangibility. You
Right.
know. So, you know, what we have seen 2020 is we've seen this pivot and this shift.
Right.
You know, economically, you know what I'm saying? Online, e-commerce. The
Right.
fact that brick and mortar went to click and order.
Facts.
You know, so I want to talk to our good brother Jeff.
Jefferson.
Yo, peace,
Right.
Peace to the God.
As a brother who has a brand, you know, I first came into the awareness of your brand online. You know, you were marketing hard in the years prior to 2020, leading up to 2020.
Definitely.
How were you able to take advantage of positioning yourself in the market, you know, to be at the gates, at the forefront when this pivot and this shift took place? And I'll explain what the pivot and the shift was. Not only did the majority of business go online, not only was there a stronger emphasis on a quote-unquote black dollar and independent entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? But Atlanta also, as a region of focus, also benefited, you know, from a lot of attention that was going on in the city. So how was you able to tap into that?
I mean, just staying in focus and already having an online shop, actual 2 online shops available for people to go to. So it was already set up, you know, when the pandemic hit. Then also aligning myself with people who are online and who are influencers such as yourself, thought leaders, and also even in the brick and mortar status, aligning myself with the Wadada grocery store market. So it was able to stay open just like a Walmart, having food and selling food, but also having different vendors
It was
in there.
essential, right?
Yeah, it
Essential.
was deemed essential.
Deemed essential.
You know, so if Walmart was open, essentially Wadada could be open. Through the pandemic, you know, I kind of just built with the crowd that was coming through there, because there's pretty much nothing to do but that, go to the grocery store. So if you was in the West End, or if you wanted to be healthier or healthy, then you would come down there. You would come get a ginger shot. You would come get some sea moss. You'd come get some gold water. And at that point in time, you know, people would come through.
You was
know,
running down. You was running
right,
down. Yeah.
right.
Right.
on any given occasion, you know.
Like, hold on, that's where the good shit at.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody be swinging through on a Saturday, because that was what to do pretty much. So just aligning myself with that, and then also having an online presence as well, just kept me afloat through that, and get me connected to a lot of different people, to move out from that particular space and just keep on going,
For budding and aspiring entrepreneurs out there, especially those that are in the clothing brand space, what would be your advice or recommendations, going into 2021?
2021, you just got to kind of be as self-sufficient as possible. If you can get a hand on your production or more of a hand on your production, you create your items in the design phase, but also be able to have a big hand in getting it produced.
So vertically integrate.
Yeah, vertically integrate. Try to have a hand in everything as possible in your process, so you have more control and you can keep your numbers as low as possible.
Low.
Because when you have to get that middleman cut, the middleman gets that cut. You have to go through that middleman, so you want to eliminate that as much as possible. Just staying innovative, and keeping your ear to the ground to what's going on, in your world, and kind of acclimate to that, and go where the people are at. Yeah.
Ashe.
Wonderful sound advice.
Ashe.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said that was some wonderful sound advice.
It definitely was. I wanted to add on to what you were talking about, the doer mentality in Atlanta. When you go somewhere or when you're in a state and people see you and they're like, that nigga's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you always want to follow the energy to whereas multiple people are doing it. Not they thinking it or they knowing it. No, these niggas is doing it. And that's usually a great sign that you made the right decision when you've come to a place like Atlanta and you're doing the right thing, where people is like, son is doing it. So when I think about athletics, I'm like, son is doing it. You know what I mean? And when I see athletics from the media, social media, from where I'm at, wherever I'm at in the world, because I'm not always in Atlanta, from what you're portraying, what you're showing us through social media is that you're doing it. And as an athletic brand, right, one of the first conscious athletic brands, and God being a verb and consciousness being a verb, it's an active verb. We should always be doing it. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. We ain't on that phase of knowing it. We came in this thing knowing, you know what I mean? Right. And we was thinking stuff when we was knuckle draggers, but now we have to bring all of that to crescendo to where we doing it. You know what I mean? So for all of my doers out there, even if you're not in Atlanta, because you don't have to be in Atlanta to be doing it. I don't want to misconstrue anybody, but I want y'all to be able to tap in to the people that are doing it and the brands that are doing it and the doing it movement. You know what I mean? Because we're all going to cross paths if it's meant to be eventually. Borders don't separate the real from linking up. But for the people that have things that they're doing, the doers, well, Know the Ledge is definitely your first stop, because this is the home of the doers. You know what I mean? It should be called Do the Ledge. Think of rebranding.
Nah, sound a little too close to Doodle Ledge.
I know. Do the Ledge.
We ain't doing that.
Nah. Know the doers.
Shout out to the family out there. Yeah, shout out to Do the Knowledge Radio. Shout out to My Skin Is My Sin. Yes. Shout out to all of the platforms that are out here booming.
Shout out
Urban
to Street
X.
Gospel. We did that last week.
Street Gospel in the building. 20. Yeah, Chief Rap. Yeah, 21. Shout out to Urban X TV, Black Magic 363. Yeah. Shout out to KT the Arts Degree and his platform. AA Rashid, the Kabbalah God. Shout out to everybody on Clubhouse, Patar, Rod, Tahuti. We on Clubhouse booming. Follow me at Red Pillar. Mine is lit on Clubhouse. I'm trying to tell you, we're about to start the Hawks Room, Health and Wealth Knowledge Itself. That's a component of KTL. We also going to start Stream Chasers on the Clubhouse app. So salute to everybody. Shout out to all of my blurs. I'm giving a call out to my blurs. This is Revenge of the Blurs. You blurs are winning, and we need hackathons. We've made an appeal because, like Blue was saying to Brother Jefferson, we're on the cusp of the second lockdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have lessons that we learned on the first lockdown, but though to the lessons to be learned were somewhat thwarted because we had other lessons on top of those lessons. So when it came time for us to unpack those lessons, George Floyd happened. Then when that thing died down and we were ready to deal with unpacking that, the elections happened. So there's event after event after event.
Distraction.
So going into the
Distraction
second
after distraction.
lockdown, we didn't necessarily learn all of the lessons from the first one. How do we profit? How do we capitalize? How do we fall back and not? How do we stay on offense and not on defense? How do we stay proactive? How do we stay 3 steps ahead and do what we was like? Damn, I wish I would have. The first lockdown, I was like, shit. I was in a factory that had mad toilet paper 3 weeks before they canceled everything. If I would have just stopped pinching my money and would have dropped 1,000 on those toilet papers, the first 3 weeks, I would have tripled and quadrupled that. And then in the middle of the first one, I'm kicking myself. Now we at the door of the second lockdown, and people got the opportunity to do the same thing. But because of the distraction, they're not going to see the advantage of getting on it right now. So I'm like, yo, with the apps like Clubhouse, bringing Know the Ledge back, bringing the podcast back and, re-implementing these new channels is to say before the December 21st conjunction, we're going to get this thing together. We're going to upgrade everything. And going into 21 Savage, we are going to be proactive. We're not going to sit around waiting for the inauguration and do 100 videos to talk about what Kamala said and what she was wearing. And we're not reactionaries.
I think it's all about being pure.
Very pure.
You know what I'm saying? I think
very
I
pure.
think KT brought up something that was really, really important. He was like, whether you want to believe it or not, we androids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Not iPhones.
it was like not iPhones. We carry phones every day.
Right.
We so connected to technology. You understand? We don't have no time to actually go into any type of purity. You understand? Because if we got always something attached to us, then what's pure about us? You understand? How can you even know where the direction you need to go if you never cleared out your space? You understand?
Factory.
How do you know where to place new objects in your room if your room dirty?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't feng shui.
Exactly. You got to be feng shui. That's why they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get into that mind of God, then you start to ask why. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They say, God asks is why. Why do things work? Because why gives you reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why is if you look at even just the letter Y, it has 3 directions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's either one that goes down, that goes left, and goes right. You know what I'm saying? You could look at that as like the Trinity. You know what I'm saying? Look at the pyramids. Like when they always tell you that if you got 3 men, you got an army. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? And that Y is the thing that gives you all the different perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you start asking why, you like, okay, is this good? Is this bad? Do I keep it or do I let it go? You know what I'm saying? How does this work? Why is this working for me? You know what I'm saying? But you can only really start asking yourself these questions if you coming from a pure place. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always say, you'll hear people say certain things like, you can't really listen to someone say something righteous from an unrighteous place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people really not even listening and taking in this information because they're taking in this information already from a full place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know that, when people are trying to display to them that, oh, you shouldn't vote for a president. You should keep your energy where it's at. Just going to your meditation, going to building and doing for self. You understand? They can't focus on that because they, for their entire life, have been focused on that.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
They take
Right.
that energy. and
Exactly.
Put it into
They've been
theyself.
they've been in that loop
Right.
for so long.
Yeah.
They've
So
been in a
it's-
loop for way too
Right.
long.
Right.
Take that energy, put it to themselves. You know, all that energy they spell out, they expend on the election. You
Absolutely.
know, I don't know if it was bots, I don't know if it was volunteers, I don't know if it was real people. They was hitting my phone multiple times a day about the election, about to
Right.
vote, about
Right.
your ballot, all
Exactly.
that. They take all that energy and put it
Right.
into, you know, building their community, you know, just buying black, period. You know what I'm saying? Focus on finding a company if you don't know of one. You know what I'm saying? They got black toilet paper company, they got black battery
All that.
companies, they got black light bulb
Toothpaste,
companies,
Yeah.
toothpaste, all that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So focus that energy into that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, them politicians gonna do what they gonna do, regardless if
They
you
gonna get
voted
their
for them
bread,
or
too.
not. Right, yeah, they getting their bread, they gonna do what they gonna do, you know? I mean, we gonna have to hold their foot to the fire. If you voted for them, you need to, you know, be at their doorstep, you know, making sure they follow through. But
Absolutely.
if they
Right.
don't, what you gonna do? Not vote
That's
for them
right.
the next time? I mean, you gotta have your shit set up where you moving, where you could, it don't matter who's in office. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it real quick, right?
Right.
We all talking about December 21st. You know what I'm saying?
21.
21.
21. Look. Who all watched the Mike Tyson fight? Who all watched Nate Robinson fight? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who all paid attention to that? What if these certain things that, you know, when it comes to entertainment, are the certain test by the universe to see just how disciplined you are, see how savage you are? Because if we say certain things like December 21st is gonna be when, you know, basically when the righteous activate, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, who's really righteous? You know what I'm saying? Because remember what I stated earlier, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to that question, are you disciplined?
Right.
You asking somebody, or are you a savage? You're not really even asking them, are you disciplined? Because if somebody say that they are disciplined, then you know they're not a savage.
Right.
But a savage is opposite of righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when shit like these universal cosmic events, spiritual events happen, maybe, right, unrighteous people don't even see the event happening. Maybe when they say that like certain people gonna get transported, things of that nature, activate certain mindset, stuff like that, maybe it's only for those righteous people.
Right.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm
People
saying?
can see it.
Exactly, only for the
Yeah.
people that's been pure enough.
You gotta be tuned
But
Pure
I
enough to
would
see.
ask,
tapped in.
I would ask, because we were speaking about the primal nature of the universe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we agreed that the primal nature of the universe is to eat,
Mm-hmm.
right? And to fornicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sex and food. Now, sex, as it's been explained by our brother Patara Tahuti and by other brothers who are well versed in, you know, the nature of sex, you know, is considered to be like a sacred dance.
It is.
Right?
Exactly. It's sacred.
Blue.
Yeah.
So the sacred dance of sex could even be seen in wrestling, right? It could be seen in fighting, right? You know, two people going at it. There's a sexual nature in that.
It's Martian energy.
Martian energy is Mars.
Competitiveness, yeah.
One of the things that I see on this planet that we live on, this animal planet, that is a planet that is highly rooted in conflict, right? This is a binary planet of opposites. You know, there's antagonists and protagonists. There's adversaries. There's someone always opposing another on this planet. So when they created the cat, they created the rat. When they created the zebra, they created the lion. You know, there's all of these polar opposites. And in entertainment, one of the highest selling tickets is conflict, especially melanin going against each other.
Absolutely.
Look, if we
Nigga
could
beef.
pull up Google right now,
Nigga beef.
Mandingo wrestling, my
Exactly.
nigga, they showed you in the Django. Mandingo
Exactly.
wrestling
Mandingo.
Right.
has always been,
No
when they had
matter
us in coliseums,
how young or old.
right? In Muslim, in Islamic Spain, you know, in Rome, in Carthage, they've always had this aspect of the Mandingo wrestling, the conflict. We've always been able to sell tickets when we go at each other. So Mike Tyson and Roy Jones broke a record, right, for pay-per-view. But what was even more interesting and showed me the power of our conflict, Gucci Man and Young Jeezy has 7 billion impressions. It's 8 billion people on the planet. Not 7 billion people watched it at once. That's not what the impressions are. 7 billion impressions is a motherfucker clicked on that product 7 billion times it was clicked on. So if they watched it once, a whole bunch of people watched that shit, because I know that half the world, half the planet, you know, not half, if it's
Right.
8 billion on the planet and it got 7 billion impressions.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, y'all can
a
go
lot of
look that
people.
up. That's a lot of people. So all of that was rooted in conflict. And all of that was rooted in Mars energy. All of that was rooted in black people clashing. You could monetize that. For people who understand
are.
how to manipulate that, they've gotten
Exactly.
rich.
Exactly.
If we were, and that's why being it becoming a draw, that was a big blow for the bettors. Vegas took a hit. You know what I'm talking about? Because people were not betting on Mike Tyson to either have a draw. They was betting on him to either win or lose. So, you know, even in those regards, it's a big money game. But yeah, that conflict.
Exactly. It's just all about money. You know what I'm saying? I realize that a lot of sayings that we have, I believe, come from a spiritual nature. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
So when we say things like, you know, money is the root of all evil, I believe that's spirit telling us that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When like any other sayings that, you know, if you can think of one right now, but when they come up, they always seem esoteric. You
Right,
understand?
right.
And I find that anything that's really esoteric is really existing on the spirit realm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how spirit move and how we move is two completely different
Two different
movements.
things.
You know what I'm saying?
Factory.
Right.
And I see this shit like as like, and you constantly see it, is that we are plugged into a mindset. We plugged into a mindset that is Germanic in nature.
Right.
If you look at the Germans, if you look at the root words that we was talking about this on last,
The etymology
of
many of the
mostly all the words
English.
we use, English words come from a German
Gothic.
barbaric perspective.
Right.
The Germans were the barbarians.
Yeah,
you know what
they
I'm
were the
saying?
Visigoths,
Exactly.
the
The
Ostrogoths.
visceral, the most visceral, the Vikings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Violence.
And
the
they-
violent ones.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Savages.
So exactly, the pure savage ones.
Uncivilized.
Facts.
Straight from the Caucasus Mountains.
Straight
you know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
So if we've adopted their mind,
Right.
you feel me? That means that
because God is
Gotta
German.
break out of
exactly, God is Germanic, is German.
Yeah,
it's
it's
they
German, it's
word.
Germanic.
So that means it's they Caucasian God we pray to.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if we always calling on the name of God in the name of righteousness,
Right.
righteousness to them looks like a savage.
Right.
You understand?
In the eyes of the
So
beholder.
the reason why we still can't disconnect from their entertainment, disconnect from seeing black men kill black men, is because we calling on a savage God. We appreciate it, even
Right.
though even as much heart and light and truth we got in our goddamn hearts.
Pledge allegiance
We
to
we pledging allegiance to their God after each goddamn peaceful prayer.
Right. Look, I don't want to cut your wisdom, but we have to cut to a commercial because we are not the only. There's somebody paying the bills, so we
Yes,
got to
sir.
pay the bills real
Yes,
quick.
sir.
We got to go to a commercial.
thing.
Family,
Hold on,
there's
wait.
a Cash App right there. I'm gonna give everybody that gives a Cash App a shout out live and whatnot, so your
That
name
nigga
could go on
get
the record.
serenaded.
This is this, you know, we don't have super chat, so Cash App is how we pay for our lights to stay on in this multi-million-dollar studio. You know what I mean? We done stepped it up, so step it up with us. Show your appreciation for Know the Ledge, for KTL. Sock it to our pocket. Hit up that Cash App. Let's go to a commercial, and then we will be back before we close this out. You know, I'm talking about this episode of KTL Radio.
Yeah.
Drum not get
21.
Yeah, the Red Summer. Go to the Red Summer. Make sure y'all stream the Red Summer. Red Summer album out. We're going to show some merch that we have for the brand. Check out the Red Summer merch. I want to see y'all dripping in that Red Summer when we pull up and do them shows when they open up.
Get that
like
Bashir album package. Get that Bashir album package.
I'm talking about
OMITU.org. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are we switching? Huh? Thought the woke nigga said something.
The water, the melon.
Huh?
Sell it.
What are the
Hey.
melon? How did it sell it? So we have the KTL t-shirts in the building. Check us out. We have them in the red. We have them in white. We have them in black. We also have the hoodies. We also have the t-shirts. Get your whole bundle. Get your whole package. We had some Cyber Monday sales. I'll let you know when the next sale is coming up. But the album is, the merch is affordable. Go get an album as well, a physical copy. Throw it up in your closet. You know, put it up. You don't even got to break it out the wrapper. It's a collector's item. The Red Summer. Talk black to me. All right. Hoodies, hats, t-shirts, onesies are on the way because we know the little Hey Rue is listening, The Good Wife.
Right.
Yeah, that part. Yeah,
Ooh, that part.
Shout out to Lizzie, Jeff. Shout out to America Sutton. Shout out to Cam Bada. Shout out to Blue Pillar. 2021. You're going to have, shout out to Brother Jefferson. You're going to have the deluxe edition drop in. More videos, more movies, more merch, live shows. Yeah, it's going to be turned up, y'all. The Red Summer. Go and stream it on Apple. Go and stream it on Tidal. I want to see my Spotify numbers and shit. Now I'm trying to be in the Billy Club, 92 countries. Part of the Billy Club with Meg. I want to be down with Meg and Billy Eilish, and I want 1 billion streams of my album.
It's time to make the
without going to a click farm. Huh?
Trying to make the righteous rich. You know what I'm
righteous
saying?
rich.
I'm tired of
we gonna boom.
I'm tired of us being mad at devils for being rich.
I think I got discovered in one of them clubhouse rooms. They said they was gonna sign me. 21.
Straight up.
That's right.
Start that guitar.
All right, we got Cash Apps booming. Shout out to Vika Jordan with the Cash App. Shout out to Robin
Vika.
Wright L with the Cash App.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Baron with the Cash App. I
Baron.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody supporting
Keep
the
them
brand.
coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. Keep them coming. You know what I'm talking about? We are going to be in the building tomorrow in Atlanta. If you're in the tri-state area, if you're in Tennessee, if you're in Alabama, if you're in Georgia, if you're in the Carolinas, we encourage y'all to fly in on them helicopters with little baby in them. If you pulling up in a boat on Lake Lanier, come and see us, my geniuses.
Monday.
Hartfield Airport connects all airlines. We encourage y'all to get flued out to come and see Melanin Mondays.
Yes.
No, I'm dead ass. Before
for
they
sure.
lock down this whole country, it's about
that,
experience.
for sure.
Right.
I love the internet and everything, but I love to be in real time. I
In
like
person is amazing.
We don't worry about 6 feet distance. We don't have spreader parties.
Right.
We spreading information. We
everybody's
spreading good
helped
vibes.
You can feel that alpha energy in person.
Right.
Yeah,
You
we
understand?
spreading that alpha energy. You know what I'm
Straight
talking about? We spreading very
Plant-based.
plant-based energy. We spreading sea
water.
moss and gold water
Yeah.
in Kings County and athletics.
Alpha.
And we spreading them sacred stones,
Absolutely.
Omitu and everything, and them crowns.
Oh, yeah.
And that gold water.
Always.
And yeah, so
Crystals.
21.
21. So we are definitely here in the A, like I said, to close it down. We are gonna end this year with a bang. We're highlighting the young God, right? Rookie of the year. You know what I'm talking about? He in the running for Rookie of the Year. The young God, Bashir. You know,
Hey, I
21, 21. You know,
21.
the young man blossomed well. You know, he just getting started. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jack. Outside like trees.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
outside
talking
like
about?
trees. Big guy energy.
Big God energy.
Big
You know what
God
I'm saying?
energy.
Big guy energy.
Right? Shout out
I'm
to Jefferson in the building. You know, shout out to 19 Keys in the building, Billionaire PA, all of the shifters. You know, there's a lot of success stories, and the aim of Know the Ledge in this new iteration of KTL, especially being in the ATL and having the ability to flew y'all out, especially if the cash apps keep coming, you know what I mean? And y'all build up this war chest, this
You wanna,
budget.
Take a question from the chat.
I want
You
to
know
take
what
a
I'm
question from the chat before we tap out.
Those donations keep
question.
coming. Yeah, throw the questions up.
Take a
Yeah.
question.
Throw them names out. Shout
If
out
we
them
could get a
donations.
question.
We got some donations.
Yeah, hold
On
on.
YouTube?
Let me
Oh, yeah, let's
let me
get it.
see if I got to
Let's
say
get
any
it.
more donations. Oh,
Oh,
Joseph
MIT.
Judkins. You're a
Joseph.
legend.
21.
Joseph, 21.
Shout
You're a
out.
21,
savage.
21.
You're a legend.
21,
I
21.
appreciate you.
Legend.
21.
Yeah.
Legend.
That's right. We're gonna get some CBD on you, bro. A lot of people saying congrats for the new setup. They showing a lot of love. They love the setup. They love the new look.
The high quality.
You know, they love the
indeed. Yes,
quality.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
You know, this is about quality and quantity. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let the people out there in YouTube land know that Know the Ledge is here. Know the Ledge podcast is in the building. This time last year, this time next year, we'll have a lot of interesting things to talk about. You know, we'll make this our anniversary and whatnot. Are there any questions from the chat that y'all want to ask that we can answer y'all and
Black.
whatnot?
It's a lot
Please.
going on out here in the world.
A lot.
Factory.
And we got the answers. Well.
Do you
something like
think these dead rappers were sacrifice or fate? I'm glad that you asked that question.
Ooh, we just talking about that.
We were just talking about that. We had a build, and that video that we built on will be uploaded after this one. We were speaking about egregors. We were speaking about the fact that the drill rappers and some of these newer rappers are summoning, they're desecrating the dead by smoking on their ops and summoning dead spirits and dead, names of people who have died violently and whatnot. We also spoke about the way that the industry has been set up, where it's been an environment that has been millions of dollars have been funneled into urban warfare by the labels, you know what I mean, by these execs and whatnot who have who signed off and are bankrolling urban wars, because that's what the gang wars are. They know who they signing. They know that the drill's got an op. It's just crescendoed. And as we move forward to 21, as we move forward to December 21st, the quickening is basically telling us and is showing us if we need lyric reform, if you're on a certain frequency, it's going to come back. Karma, not just karma, but speaking your death or speaking your demise or
Power in the
speaking
tongue.
on death. The power of the tongue
the tongue.
is being, quote unquote, exemplified, is being exonerated, it's being amplified at this point. So the tongue
Is powerful.
is basically banishing, is coming back to testify against the people who are using it, not in the most righteous way.
His
Those
own
are
judgment.
self-fulfilling prophecies for these rappers. You know what I'm saying? Hence the fact, like I said, if we make an observation to Biggie Smalls and his introduction work, Ready to Die, it was a suicide fucking album. Right. So if we still live in the dream of Biggie Smalls, we have to also acknowledge the entanglement in that dream of making suicide rap.
Right.
And
That's
a lot
culture.
of these lot of these artists who have hopped off the porch and ran up in the industry to sign up to propagate and promote death culture.
Right.
This is their genre. Like
Like,
it's an active it's an active shooter sport. You
right.
feel me?
Like, if you
Active
think about it like
show.
this, right?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody is about to commit suicide, and if they write a suicide note, you know what I'm saying? You almost kind of telling reality.
Affirming
You
it,
telling
right.
like you affirming like your death is about to happen.
Right,
If you
right.
don't go through with that suicide, and you left that note,
Right.
people kind of almost like,
You're not right.
right? You
I'm
like,
not buying into you to see you grow old.
exactly
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
You
here.
know what I'm saying? Like, I expect you,
You
to.
got hella talent.
You
but
suicidal at that
I'm-
point.
You suicidal. I'm here for the car crash.
Exactly.
You hella talent. I want to see all that shit go up in
Right.
flames. That's why I'm here.
Exactly. So now people
Right.
kind of looking at you even from this different perspective, like,
Yeah.
bruh, you got problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to go to a psych ward.
Somebody wants to hear you strum a vocal on your guitar, my good brother.
Okay, let's do this. Yes. Yes, I've been waiting on this. Okay. Hey,
Hey,
Who's freestyling?
hey,
hey,
Hey.
hey,
hey.
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 KTL in the ATL. What you saying, young man? What you saying, young man? I got brother man from the 5th floor climbing through the window, playing with my Nintendo, and
Come
smoking
tap in
on some
with me.
endo.
Come show me something different. 'Cause I ain't like these other niggas. So I come with something different. I'm the hottest in the street. I'm the hottest if you believe. I'm tapped in, tapped in. I'm the next in. Hey, I'm telling I'm the best in. I'm talking about your best friend. She wanna be my best friend.
She wanna be my best friend. I met her in the West Side.
Right.
She wanna be my best friend. I
Step
told her
all the
don't
way
be
in.
stressed.
There's only one strummer in the universe.
Strummer,
You
strummer.
understand? Hey,
21,
Hey, strummer, strummer.
21. Strummer.
21.
We preparing for 21 Savage. That's
Yeah.
December 21st.
December
That's going to
21st.
push us into 21
Absolutely.
because 2021 is 21 Savage, right? Prepare yourself. I don't want to hear none of you niggas with, you know how they had the memes where they stepping into 21 on the stairs with the lady where
Yeah.
they leaving
Yeah,
things
on the
behind.
baggage.
Right,
Nigga,
right.
leave your fear behind, right? Leave all of that fear mongering. Leave BLM behind, nigga. Leave your Democratic voting card behind. Leave Joe Biden behind. Leave your MAGA hat behind. You know, strip yourself of all of that fake politics. You weird ass niggas. Stand in the middle somewhere. Leave all of that. Leave Chicken Little's soup behind. Cause the sky's falling every time y'all. Facebook Messenger is the worst app ever created. You want to. The opposite is Clubhouse. That's like the best app right now. Facebook Messenger showed you that all of your family members listen to David Icke in 2020,
Right,
and
I
they
deleted-
mad scary.
I deleted that shit like
Yo.
4 years ago.
That whole app is spam. That whole app is cap.
Mad chain letters. like,
Mad chain letter. I'm ashamed of you niggas in Facebook Messenger, my old friends. Whatever happened to you?
all ass friends. Like, get out of that.
You know what I mean? Damn, homie.
Y'all falling for.
You was a
mad
conspiracist
social
in high school,
dystopia.
homie.
Yeah. Mad
So
social
we not,
dystopia,
yeah. We're dealing with 21 Savage. We're coming into a new fiscal year that's gonna be unpredictable. We are actively and aggressively proactive. We're not playing we're not playing reactionary games. We're not
Right.
playing scare games. We playing transformation. We're dealing with even removing ourselves from the public. We're going off. We're removing ourselves from in front of the because in the public is gross at this point. To be in the public is to be profane. To be in the public is really not. It's to be in a profane place. It's to be in a gross existence. You want to take yourself outside of the scope of. That's why apps like Clubhouse, exclusivity. Did you niggas get an invite? Yeah, I thought so. Right? Exclusivity, privatization. You know what I mean? Privatization, niche.
Right.
You're not coming into my Clubhouse if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. We don't got shit to talk. If you not,
Right.
if this not, you, there's
Like,
no
you-
flies on the
What are
wall.
you talking about?
Yeah, your niggas not eavesdropping and just sitting around like how they've done on Instagram It was gross. YouTube, the chats and all of that, some of that is gross. There's no networking compatibility or component to these old apps. The social media is dead. That's gonna be our next show that we're gonna talk about. The rise of social network and the fall of social media. The rise of niche communities and the fall of social media. Social media is dead.
All of it.
Facebook killed it. It is dead. And you didn't get the memo, but it is dead. It's considered to be a dying animal. And there's newer things on the horizon, and the Clubhouse app has only really one foot in that world, but it's creating what is known as niche communities and niche marketplaces, and the aspect of the fact that it's not a physical visual app and it's only audio is a fucking plus. Why? Because it removes an aspect of ego. And it takes you into Aquarian where it's only the voice. The reason why Blog Talk Radio took off and had to be the precursor to YouTube, it couldn't have been YouTube and then Blog Talk. It had to be Blog Talk and then YouTube. Niggas didn't even know what we looked like, Blue. They didn't know. Right. They didn't see the drip. They didn't know the boy was a Swami when they heard him. They didn't know that I was underwater like Patrick every episode. They didn't know I was dripping. They could feel it though. There's like, this nigga sound like he's saucy.
Exactly.
Sound like he's underwater. You know what I'm saying?
It's an energy.
It's energy.
We going back to that alpha energy.
Facts.
You understand? You know how
strumming in the air.
You know how like back in the day before this Instagram, before this social media shit, certain people was the the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? Because they was naturally it. You feel me? They was naturally alphas. You feel me? Social media made everybody, who actually wasn't trendsetters. You know what I'm saying?
Part of the conversation.
A part of the
conversation.
You feel me? Like that alpha energy, that shit went out the door. You feel me? It's interesting you brought that out.
For beta apps.
Exactly, beta. Zetas. You know what I'm saying? Zetas. And what that Clubhouse does is it shows you who's, when people voicing their energy and voicing their opinions and things of that nature, you go see.
You got to project yourself.
Right. You go see
Speak your speech.
Who's the alphas.
Speak
you know
your
what
speech.
I'm saying? You going to see the difference every time. It's different. You see it.
So we are coming up on the end. How many minutes do we have? I'm not sure. We on 4, y'all. That magical 4. So it's 4 of us in the building. 1 minute elevator pitch. Starting with you, Jefferson.
Yo, check me out every Friday at Axum Culture in the West End, 1065 Ralph David Abernathy. Hit my IG, athletics, AFR_LETICS. Hit the other website for the custom embroidery, which is Brownery, at BROWNERY_.MFG, manufacturing. Melanin Mondays, catch me at Melanin Mondays live. Text me. My number is on every Instagram post I post.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Legend.
right. Let's get it.
Bashir.
There's only one mind in the universe. You want to come in, tap into this higher verse, you go come through, tap in. Go ahead, get y'all music from me. Go ahead, tap into that album, that pre-order. Tap into the crystals, the whole 9. I ain't trying to be your best friend. You feel me? I'm trying to be the friend that helps you. You feel me? So it's only one mind in the universe.
That's right. Legend.
Peace to you and yours, Brother Blue, Portland Live and Direct. You can find me at Blue Pillar 44, PILLAR 44 on IG, Blue Pillar 44 at gmail.com, goldwater.com, GOLDEWATER, cosmicdust.com, COZMIKDUST.com. Join us in Puerto Rico this coming week. All right, we're having a healers retreat. Yeah, the next weekend. You know what I'm saying? And let's tap in. We're going to go into the rainforest and get ready for that total solar eclipse hitting on the 14th.
Healing.
That's right. All right. Brother Red Pill in the building. First and foremost, go and stream The Red Summer. That's my 14-song project. You can find it on Tidal, Apple, Spotify, any one of the apps and whatnot. Tap in. Go to theredsummer.com to buy the physical copy. Go to The Red Summer merch, MERCH, the Red Summer merch. Get your hats, get your hoodies, get your t-shirts. Go to Cosmic Dust. Go and tap in and get your hoodie. This is the Moorish hoodie. All right, this is the Moors hoodie, $200.
Oh yeah, tap in. Allah
Right?
Regime. Go
Yeah, Allah Regime. Shout out to the God. Go and get that merch. Go and get that Sabi Genesis. You know what I'm talking about? Go to Cosmic Dust and support the brand. Go to kingscounty.big cartel. Go and get that Garvey embroidery. We got a whole bunch of new things coming for the collection. 2121. Go to sign up to Stream Chasers with a Z. Everybody that's chasing a stream, you want to tap into multiple streams of income, we got that. We've been signing people up all this whole year, getting people to the bag. Forex. We got gold and we got silver, money, literal, numismatic, bread. We have a system that we're building up to where people could get money just off of referrals. So tap in. Anybody, single mothers, students, brothers and sisters. If you're sitting on 100,000, I want to turn half of that into silver and gold. So when a dollar falls, you don't lose its worth. I want to help you with the crypto. Shout out to Crypto Hustler. So KTL is here. Look out for KTL University. Look out for Know the Ledge TV. You got this KTL podcast, Red and the Blue. We're going to be broadcasting. Shout out to KT the Arch Degree. Shout out to Mama Pill. Shout out to everybody out here. All of my collaborators on the album and whatnot. Melanin Monday. Pull up to Eat 640 East. Shout out to Secret. Pull up. Shout out to Pink Pill. Those are both of my co-hosts. Pull up to 640 Evans Street, which is 640 West End. Tomorrow, Bashir will be there as our special guest.
Sir, yes,
He's
sir,
going to
yes,
be
sir.
performing. Doors open. Monday. Yeah, tomorrow, Monday, 640.
Tomorrow,
He's
Monday.
going to be performing. Oh,
Tomorrow, Sunday.
oh, yeah.
He's-
I'm in a
like he's
zone
saying, like,
right
after
now.
tomorrow,
After
Monday.
tomorrow, pull up to 640 in the West End, 640 Evans Street. The doors open up at 6 p.m. $20 a cover. Pull up, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're not in Atlanta, tell a friend to tell a friend. Send them the flyer. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to hit the Cash App. I need y'all to share this video and let the family know that we're back. You are now rocking with the best. Know the Ledge in the building. KTL rocking in the motherfucking ATL. You already know what it is. You done know what it is. We're going to end this with Sherman Hemsley, some music. Go and stream that album. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got one of the albums of the year. Shout out to LSD, Campata. Shout out to Cyrock. You know what I mean? All of my God Hoppers. My good brother AA performing, putting that album together, The Last Supper. And a lot of things, man. A lot of things. KT with his new music. Go and stream KT. They Don't Listen is the name of his single. Yeah. It's lit. The Young God. You know what I mean? Bashir, he got music. Go and listen to Power Up. Stream that. Go and stream Lizzie Jess music. Go and stream Jefferson's. Right? Browner, what's
Right to Bear Arms.
Right to Bear Arms.
Tontine
Right?
North.
Yeah. That God
Kilimanjaro,
hot takeover.
Southern God, Southern Light.
Right.
Southern Sun. We got 3 albums we released in August. Right to Bear Arms. Check us out. Tontine North.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna do an album review on this channel.
Wow.
Shout out to Richie Moon for his album review. Shout out to Do the Knowledge Radio. They lined me up with some album reviews. Knowledge Born Allah.
And do more than just stream, you understand? Because 6 hours of that stream is only 6 nickels. You feel me?
We need more than
make
6
sure-
nickels, my nigga.
Right, we need more than 6 nickels. Cause,
Make sure y'all listen to.
You know what I'm saying?
Go listen to that with a haptic vest on to that Red Summer album underneath the influence of some shrooms or something plant-based. I made it. It's like when you put the 3D glasses on and the movie takes on a new meaning. That's a soundtrack. So we made it for that reason, for the people that are on a journey, that are tapping in. That's your soundtrack right there. I promise you. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And gotta say this, December 11th. You understand? That's when my new single Needs is dropping, and everything that he just said is 100% is popping on that goddamn single. You feel me? We introduce with this single finally the Hertz frequency back into the sound, back into the music.
The Hertz.
Yes, the Hertz frequency.
Okay,
You
not
understand?
H-U-R-2, not
So
the Hertz,
it's right.
but the
The
Hertz.
Hertz, the 432 hertz is in this. It's in this song. It's not a tune to that for 40 hertz that's disruptive. You understand? It's completely tuned to the 432 hertz, and it's the hardest shit you never heard. So tap all the way in, swing one mighty universe.
21.
Bow.
All right, let's go.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I hear that love caucus hate bullshit. While they sponsor hate from the pulpit. When they conversate bullshit, that's true shit. They got incredible respect for the devil. I think complicity for making
Enter. Nectar. Islam.
Islam,
Peace, King.
how you feeling?
I'm well known.
How much?
444.
Can I get 2 bags?
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah.
I just want 2. Just 2 right now. Just
You
the
know
2.
what? This is on me, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah, this is for the family.
Thanks.
All right?
No doubt.
Indeed.
This is for you.
Oh, man.
Peace.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes.
It's a healthy one right there. It got seeds in it.
This one got seeds in it.
It got
Look,
seeds in it.
It broke the scale. Look
Ah.
at you. We need a whale scale now.
Yes, sir, Marty.
Yes, greetings.
Peace, brother.
Peace be unto you.
It's so magnetic. Red killer, red killer. It was recognized as ultra. They weaponized the culture. They recognized the vultures. Blue pillar. It's so magnetic. KT the arch It was recognized as ultra. Kambada. They weaponized the culture. We went from Eugene Adams, searching for the blacks in China, to searching through these back pages for some black China and some black vagina. We went from the UNIA and the black starliners to some black masons, black shriners, buying crack from the miners. Went from dapper damn black designers to some Gucci turtlenecks, black face reminders. Moving on up, Sherman Helmsley. But the shooters is shooting on up. There's nightmares on Elm Street. Computers, yeah, they booting on up. I'm dream chasing through the Jason months. As above, so below. We was adjacent once. Rethink your fears. They drink your tears. While you making up for delinquent years. The distinctive years. Crack pays. Black rage. Beanie Siegel backstage. State property, crack cage. Hell up in Harlem, the black plague. Luke Cage, going through his crack rage. Captured, bulletproof zombies, raptured. Toothless blondies, carving a piece. Ruthless Gandhi, starving for peace. No disguise for the vulture's eyes. Most survive, but they cultures die. Look at Scarface through Sosa's eyes. Approach the guys and get posterized. A drop did the acid emulsified. All of your media is socialized. When they see us and they start acting goofy, we smacking koofies, they bad and bougie. I'm a timeless royal, times of turmoil. Phyllis Thomas on Thomas Boyle. Flaxseed oil, black winter boil. Color of the backstreet soil with orange coils. We the lost attraction, I'm no course of action. If she look like Penny for a good time, I toss her Jackson. Me in the carbon is quantum entangled. I'm dripping in carrots, the sponsors are dangled. If I had to decide to fade to Billy Gates, I say young chop his ass like Philly steak. Shit, I gave birth to a lady killer. Object of desire to Mercedes dealers. A hard pill they soon to swallow. Wherever I go, all these drones, yeah, they soon to follow. I resisted the urge, then persisted to purge. Protect the hood from the peckerwood and my neck of woods. Delectable Negroes say they neck is good. Protect the wood, protect his wood. 36 chambers, inspect